Let's talk a little bit about detoxifying the body. And one of the best things on the whole planet to detoxify the body is milk thistle. I'm telling you, this divine, glorious herb does everything. There's not much that it doesn't do. It provides the body with total harmony. And guys, the key to longevity is to detoxify the liver. If you will detoxify your liver, eventually your other organs are going to follow suit, guys. We need to detox the liver, and we need to restore the intestinal flora, the good bifidobacteria in the gut. This is the key to longevity, and through that process, guess what happens? We decrease inflammation, we alkalize the body. Guys, sickness and disease lives in an acidic state within the body. And this is where the cells go awry. The cells become damaged at the cellular level because we're introducing free radicals, toxins into the body. And what does milk thistle do? Well, it works quickly to eliminate these. I'm telling you, we all need to be taking milk thistle every day for detoxing. Most people in the United States have an overabundance of toxins in their body. Their livers are overburdened. Take a hard look at the toxins in our environment, and the reasons for these health problems are hardly a mystery. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, an estimated 2.2 billion pounds of environmental toxins were released into the environment between the years of 1987 and 1994. Guys, that's just the industrial waste. Imagine what's just raining down in our atmosphere. Guys, when your liver is toxic, and then you introduce more toxins to it, such as slathering genetically modified products onto the skin, these toxins store up under the dermal layer. They have nowhere to go. The toxins from the shower water, if you're showering in city municipal water, I highly recommend you get out of this, because our skin is like our third kidney, and we store up these harmful pollutants such as sodium fluoride. Guys, this is not a natural element that's in the city municipal water supply systems. This is a rat poison. Its sole purpose is to calcify the body, calcify the pineal. We don't produce melatonin or serotonin, and we've got to get ourselves out of this. I can't stress this enough, because these toxins store at the dermal layer under the skin, because the liver is already in a toxic state, because we're also consuming low vibratory foods. Guys, most of the time when we cook our food, we cook the nutrients out of them. In addition to that, a lot of people are consuming genetically modified things or produce with pesticides on them, and this introduces more free radicals within the body. This causes cellular damage. This increases the aging process. Sickness and disease comes from this, guys, and milk thistle is going to work rapidly to provide your body with some harmony. And I'm going to break it down completely in this video, so please stay tuned, because I'm very passionate about the milk thistle, and I'm going to share with you at the end of the video how we need to take it. You can take it in many forms. I like the tea. I like the seed. The seed, guys, is where it's at. Let me get it right into the benefits of it. We're introducing all of these free radicals, and the milk thistle, which is also known as Psyllium marinarum, at one time or another, nearly everyone can benefit from this potential herb. It's a powerful free radical scavenger. It revitalizes the liver, our major organ of detoxification. Psyllium is what it's called. What I will refer to it as. Milk thistle has been used for its medicinal properties for more than 2,000 years. Over the span of 2 millennia, herbalists have come to admire the beneficial effect it can have on the liver and the gallbladder. In Germany, where doctors routinely prescribe herbal treatments, it is one of the favored treatments for the liver. That may be news to many people in the United States, but even here, it's getting increasing attention among health practitioners and the general public. The milk in the name refers to the white sap that leaves markings on the leaves. But it also has the prickly, spiny appearance of a typical thistle. It grows wild in parts of Europe, Russia, Asia, and North Africa. English colonists brought it to North America. It is the milk thistle seeds that have medicinal properties. The seeds contain a group of flavonoids which are collectively known as silymarin. Within this group are silybum, silidinin, and silicristin. All of the flavonoids in the silymarin complex have combined powerful antioxidants that can prevent free radical damage from the toxic substances that enter the liver. Silymarin has been found 10 times more potent as an antioxidant than vitamin E, the single vitamin most renowned for its antioxidant properties. It's silymarin that has the unique ability to slow down the rate at which the liver absorbs toxic substances. Additionally, milk thistle is one of the few substances that can increase the glutathione content in the liver. Guys, glutathione production is one of the most potent free radical scavengers that the body can produce naturally on its own. And I'm telling you, the milk thistle stimulates this process. And what happens when the glutathione is stimulated? Well, then the SOD is stimulated, the superoxide dismutase. This is the king free radical in the body, and everybody is taking all of these antioxidant super supplements, thinking that they're getting these live enzymes that are going to stimulate this SOD process, this superoxide dismutase process, which is the most potent free radical scavenger the body can produce naturally on its own, and it's not happening, guys, because the liver is toxic. And this is an herb that detoxifies the liver. It dumps toxins from the liver rapidly, and then it goes right to work to restore harmony in the rest of the body. It regulates blood sugar. This is a miracle herb, guys, and we all need to be taking this. Milk thistle stimulates the regeneration of the liver and the kidney cells. This makes it valuable for conditions such as hepatitis, fatty liver, cirrhosis of the liver. Treatment with milk thistle is essential for anyone who has been poisoned by eating the death cap mushroom. In 49 reported cases where the death cap poisoning received an injection form of milk thistle, which was the silybin form from the seed, physicians reported full recovery, even when treatment came as late as 36 hours after poisoning occurred. Why? Because it dumps toxins fast, guys. Very good for food poisoning, too, I might add there. Milk thistle extract also has been shown to stimulate kidney cell regeneration. Milk thistle is one of the better herbs for stimulating the flow of bile, which is essential for good digestion. For this reason, it is helpful for improving the digestion of fats and also in improving bowel elimination. When recovering from addiction, the liver is working overtime to cleanse the tissues and regenerate its own tissues. Milk thistle helps with these processes. I also find that this herb increases, it puts you in a good mood, guys. You're going to have an improved mood and energy levels, which are essential for the recovery process if we're trying to eliminate some sort of addiction. Guys, most of the time, if you're addicted to something, whether it be an unnatural substance or a lot of people are addicted to prescription medications, and if you're trying to come off of these, I recommend the milk thistle. I recommend the milk thistle if you are trying to come off of alcohol or you're having alcohol withdrawals. It's going to work fast to dump the toxins from the liver, and then it's going to go right to work within the rest of the body to dump all of the other toxins in the body, even from the dermal layer under the skin. If you use it long enough and you gradually build up to where you're using more and more of it for detoxification purposes. But in smaller doses, it's very, very blood sugar regulating. In the larger doses, it is for more detoxification. But we want to start very, very gently with with this, and I'll explain this at the end, because you only want to start with just a little bit and then gradually build as you notice more detoxification occurring. But guys, if you'll do this, it will really curb your cravings for these unnatural substances that sometimes we form addictions to. It really will, because it's going to eliminate the toxin within your body that oftentimes is associated with craving this. Cigarettes, for example, all this nicotine. It's going to help to eliminate that specifically. Allergies. If you have chronic allergies, especially multiple chemical sensitivities, you may respond well to milk thistle. It enables the liver to process environmental allergens more effectively. For circulation, herbalists and naturopathic doctors historically use milk thistle for the treatment of hemorrhoids and varicose veins. Blood is continually flowing through the liver, and if you have a sluggish liver that doesn't process blood very efficiently, it tends to back up in the rectum and the veins of the legs. In theory, at least, improved liver function and metabolism also improve the rate at which the venous blood returns to the heart, so there's a reduction of hemorrhoid and varicose vein problems. The only major concern with milk thistle is that a very high dose can cause loose stools due to increased bile flow. So if you have a sensitive digestive system, start with a single capsule of this a day and gradually increase the dose. I personally recommend taking 200 to 250 milligram capsules of the standardized extract, which is 80 to 85% similarin, 3 times a day. Silimarin. This is equivalent to about 480 to 600 milligrams of this a day. If you suffer from digestive problems, what you want to do is you want to take it about 15 minutes before or with a meal. A special form of milk thistle bound to phosphatidylcholine, known as phytosome, has been shown to increase absorption. The dosage for the tincture form is 20 to 30 drops 3 times a day. For cirrhosis of the liver, cirrhosis refers to severe liver damage. Liver tissues can be scarred by the effects of alcoholism, drugs, or liver infections such as hepatitis, or simply the environment that we live in. When blood tests demonstrate elevated liver enzymes, it's an indication that liver scarring or cirrhosis has probably occurred. In a well-controlled study of 105 people with cirrhosis, researchers compared those who took 420 milligrams of the milk thistle seed with those who unknowingly, of course, were taking a placebo. After an average of 41 months, it was found that those in the placebo group had almost twice the mortality rate as those in the non-milk thistle seed group. While the researchers acknowledge the milk thistle does not cure cirrhosis, we don't claim it cures anything, guys. The study did provide compelling evidence that milk thistle seed can improve the survival rate of people with the disease. Constipation. It stimulates the secretion of biles. Milk thistle improves elimination. For people who eat enough fiber and get enough fluids yet still have a sluggish bowel issue, more than likely you've got some sort of toxicity issue, and this is going to be a seed that increases the bile flow to help to eliminate some of these toxins. For depression, one of the traditional ways to help alleviate depression is by improving liver function. Which makes sense if you consider liver influences the whole biochemistry of the neurotransmitters within the body, as it metabolizes hormones and it neutralizes neurotransmitters. In traditional Chinese and naturopathic medicines, physicians and acupuncturists regularly incorporate milk thistle with other therapies that are designed to improve liver function. For detoxification, a 1 or 2 a 1 month or 2 month of milk thistle supplementation does a liver very good. And of course, the results are even better when supplementation is combined with a healthy lifestyle, guys. We want to be incorporating more live, fresh foods. You can't just take a milk thistle and expect it to do miracles in your body if you're still introducing more free radicals and damage done at the cellular level. If you continue eating low vibratory food, cooked food, processed food, microwave food, radiated food, guys, these are poisons. We're a lot of times often consuming just pure poisons, and then people wonder why they have sickness or disease, and they just want to take a miracle pill. And let me tell you, the milk thistle is a miracle pill. Please take it even if you are continuing to consume those low vibratory foods. But guys, if you want to repair damage that's been done at the cellular level, you've maybe had organs that parts of your body that have been removed, and other organs need to step it up, and they need to compensate for some of these issues that we've had previously in our body, where we oftentimes have had parts removed. Guys, that's what this seed's going to do. But you've got to incorporate a healthy lifestyle with it. This is not a diet. This is not just a fad thing, guys. We need to start consuming more live enzymes. This is why we need to juice, because when we break the cell wall open, we extract the phytonutrients, and they go right to work for your body. Your body doesn't have to strip the fiber away to get the nutrients out. Your digestive system gets a break. The whole system gets flooded. The trillion of cells that we have in our electric bodies get flooded with live enzymes. They go right to work to alkalize, to detoxify, to restore some harmony. Guys, I would be wary of any detoxification product that does not contain the milk thistle seed. I'm telling you, it's just that powerful. For diabetes, a study published in Phytotherapy Research reported that milk thistle seed reduced blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes. 51 diabetic men and women ages 40 to 65 took either 200 milligrams of silymarin milk thistle extract 3 times daily before meals, or a placebo along with regular diabetes medication. So they were taking their toxic medications with this. After 4 months, the average fasting blood glucose level, the amount of sugar in the blood 8 hours after your last meal, fell by about 15% in the milk thistle seed group, compared with an increase in 13% in the placebo group. Milk thistle seed users also had significant reductions in blood lipid levels that are markers of cardiovascular disease, including total cholesterol. Your LDL cholesterol is your bad cholesterol, guys, and it's going to reduce this. The triglycerides and the liver enzymes. Participants taking placebos had no change in blood lipid levels. No side effects were reported. No side effects were reported. Gallstone. Since milk thistle improved bile flow, it decreases the saturation of cholesterol in the bile. High cholesterol saturation in the bile is what leads to gallstone formations. That said, I would advise caution for those diagnosed with moderate to large gallstones. Use the milk thistle or other bile stimulating herbs under the guidance of a healthcare practitioner. Guys, we need to be very careful with the milk thistle under certain conditions, because it works rapidly to eliminate toxins from the body, and oftentimes this can be violent if the milk thistle is taken in high doses. This is why we want to start very, very gradual with the milk thistle, and then build up over time to where you're using it more and more. What I do is I take it periodically throughout the year. I'll go through a whole month where I'll just do a milk thistle type detox. When I first started to detoxify, I went through 2 months on, a month off, and then 2 months back on to the milk. This is how the milk thistle is more effective. We don't, in my opinion, guys, we don't need to be, our body doesn't need to get accustomed to taking the same herbs every single day. We want to rotate it. That's the key to longevity, is learning to resonate in harmony with all of it, all of the phytonutrients and the whole spectrum. And believe me, Mother Earth provides a lot. But milk thistle's one you want to go back to over and over. The milk thistle seed extract has antiviral properties, guys. This is a seed for hepatitis. It's been shown to be effective in the treatment of acute and chronic viral hepatitis. In a study of chronic viral hepatitis, the milk thistle seed not only lowered the elevated liver enzymes, but the liver cell damage was also reversed, as demonstrated by a liver biopsy. I can't tell you. I think that the milk thistle treatment will become much more widespread eventually. It's estimated that 3.9 million Americans and up to 3% of the world's population are infected with hepatitis C, and conventional medical treatments with alpha interferon are often unsuccessful. Milk thistle is very, very safe. I really, if you're taking it for hepatitis, I recommend taking the licorice root and the reishi and the maitake mushroom with it, along with selenium. This will help it to become a little bit better absorbed, along with a capsule of the pepperine. For hormone imbalance, although not thought of as a hormonal imbalance, or guys, you can also take cayenne, but the curcuminoids and the turmeric needs the pepperine. But a lot of things you can fuel the cellular catalyst action of the enzyme and these phytonutrients. You can fuel it with the black pepper or the cayenne. The cayenne doesn't play around because it increases circulation through the whole body. So a lot of times if you're taking an herb like milk thistle, you can combine the black pepper with it just a little bit, or a little bit of cayenne. This is just a helpful tip, guys. Don't start with this. Start with just the milk thistle. But if you're working to eliminate a condition within the body, and this is a lot, you've already detoxed your body somewhat, then learn to include the cayenne with the milk thistle. I'm telling you, a capsule of cayenne and ginger with milk thistle, it's not going to play around in your body. It's not going to play. And then if you could also incorporate and rotate in the turmeric for the curcuminoids combined with the black pepper, guys, it's going to help to eliminate some of these conditions within your body. I'm telling you, it's not going to play. And that little helpful tip I just gave you, jot that down, because that's hardcore, guys. That will really provide some harmony for your body rapidly. But don't start with all that if you're just learning to use the milk thistle. Just start gradually with taking a capsule a capsule of it. Guys, I take the liquid phyto extract. Let me just get into the one I take, because this is the one that you want to be taking. Let me get this bottle for you. This is the Gaia brand, and I don't sell these products, guys. This is the single herb. I find this particular one very beneficial. I used to sell supplements. This is what I did. I sold supplements. I trained people on how to sell supplements and essential oils. I worked for a local company that had multiple stores. And guys, I'm very familiar with all the milk thistle supplements. I don't claim to know everything all about all of them, but I'm telling you, this is one that I recommended over and over that people would take because it is most beneficial. This particular brand makes a liquid phyto extract. They do a supercritical extract of all of their herbs. All of their herbs are in liquid phyto caps. They're in vegetarian liquid phyto caps. And guys, this herb is extracted properly. They're not using hexane or alcohols or anything crazy to extract this divine oil. And this oil, let me tell you, it does not play around. The other ingredients that are listed in this are soy lecithin. Let me see if I can focus in on this so you can just see this. Our soy lecithin, which is non-GMO. This is important, guys, because they're putting genetically modified stuff in a lot of times these veggie capsules people are taking. Vegetable glycerin. The capsule is chlorophyll and vegetable cellulose. It's all harvested wildly and organically. This contains the milk thistle seed extract, which you can see 450 milligrams of the Psyllium marinarmum and 360 milligrams of the Psyllimarones from the milk thistle seed extract. This is the key, guys. And if you look at the top, it says 3 capsules. So that serving that I just gave you was for 3 capsules. Sorry, my hand was very shaky. I talk a lot of times with my hands, so I apologize if that didn't come out. I hope it did. I hope you were able to read that. But research this product, because this is the one, guys. That's the milk thistle that you want to be taking. I find it very, very beneficial with the people that I help that have multiple stages of sicknesses or diseases. For hormonal imbalance, balance. Although not thought of as a hormone balancing herb, milk thistle can give indirect benefits by improving liver function and metabolism of hormones. This makes it helpful for conditions such as PMS or even prostate enlargement. For indigestion, one of the many functions of bile is to digest fats. When I'm reading from this book, and I'll quote my source, but this doctor says, when patients tell me they get indigestion only after eating fried food or fatty foods, I know that their bile production is deficient. He recommends taking milk thistle several times daily with meals for a few months. He recommends supplementing with milk thistle to those who require long-term use of prescription medications. Why? Because it's a liver protectant. Such medications can damage the liver, and milk thistle seems to provide some protection from this side effect. In a double-blind, placebo-controlled study of 60 people, researchers found that similarin protected against the long-term use of drugs used for mental illness. The benefits came with doses of 800 milligram per day of the silimarin. There was evidence that these doses reduced the blood levels of MDA, which is malon dialdehyde, which is spelled MALON-DIALDEHYDE, which is the marker that shows the liver has been damaged by long-term use of psychotropic drugs. He recommends milk thistle to anyone who is exposed to toxins in the workplace. A classic example would be a welder who is exposed to smoke and other contaminants. People who can't quit smoking, guys, most of the time it's not this tobacco that's toxic, it's the chemicals that they're putting in these cigarettes. That this is what's addicting people, and it's very difficult to get off of this type of stuff, but the milk thistle will help you to do this. It will help you get off alcohol, it will help you get off drugs, and it will help you get off toxic cigarettes if you are taking toxic cigarettes. Most of these cigarettes contain genetically modified ingredients, I might add, and they're very, very hard to get off of, and this is why people are oftentimes addicted to these unnatural ones. And this all damages the liver, guys, and the milk thistle works quickly to purge toxins from the liver, and then it goes to work for the rest of the body. So it's really going to help you to curb your craving for these unnatural toxic substances, because it's going to eliminate the toxin from your body where you no longer crave it. He recommends milk thistle extract for those undergoing chemotherapy or radiation treatments for cancer. Metabolic waste products are produced by these treatments, and the liver must metabolize the waste before it can be safely eliminated. For skin conditions, chronic cases of skin rashes, acne, eczema, and even cases of psoriasis is greatly improved when people take milk thistle seed extract. While improving the liver's detoxification ability, milk thistle helps to remove toxins from the bloodstream, which can in turn help prevent skin eruptions. This is why it is sometimes referred to as a blood cleanser. Guys, it's a blood cleanser. It's a blood builder. It will provide total body harmony, total harmony for your body. It will raise your vibrations. This is a very, very high vibratory herb, guys. You know, essential oils carry live vibrations. They literally vibrate between 52 and 320 megahertz, with rose being of the highest vibration. But I'm telling you, milk thistle's up there. It's got a high vibration, and we need to start growing this. It's relatively easy to grow, so we need to grow it. We need to juice it. We need to extract the oil from the seed, and if you're taking it in supplement form, get that brand or get a supercritical extract of it. It doesn't necessarily have to have that brand. If you'd rather get the dried herb, get the dried herb, but just make sure they're not using heat or anything else to extract this herb. Most of the time, guys, when these companies dry these herbs, these large natural companies that are producing these herbs on a very, very large scale, they are heating these phytonutrients to a degree where it's destroying the live enzymes in them. So these are not going to be these are going to be very, very ineffective. They're not going to do your body any good. So research it, and sometimes you have to spend just a little bit more to get the better product, because we want to be consuming something that is going to work. And I'm telling you, most of these milk thistles that are sold today in these stores these cheap brands of milk thistle for $8-10 a bottle. These are not processed correctly, and this is my rant on this because this is not going to do your body any good. They've used too much heat and fire to extract these divine essences from these plants, and they're not going to work. So pay a little bit more and get a super critical extract of it. I can't stress this enough. Take the tea. I love the tea. If the herb is not too, we don't want to be boiling this too long, guys. I'm telling you, what you want to do is you want to boil your water, let it cool off a little bit, and then let the tea bag steep in it after it has cooled off. We don't want to be boiling any of the phytonutrients out of anything. Anyway, peace, love, and positive vibration. Get your milk thistle seed on. Here's what I recommend. I recommend just going and getting this bottle. Go and get this bottle. This is about $34. It's 120 capsules. This will last you quite a while. The serving size of this is 3. And what the instructions say is it says adults take 3 capsules after the evening meal. But here's what I would recommend. Don't take all 3 capsules at the same time. Take 1 capsule in the morning, 1 capsule in the afternoon, 1 capsule in the evening. If you have blood sugar regulating issues and you're a diabetic, this is definitely what you want to be doing. You want to be taking a very small dose of it multiple times throughout the day. You can even step it up and increase this and include 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day if you want to, but start very small. I would start with just 1 capsule 1 time a day in the morning, and after a few days of this, incorporate a second capsule, and then after a few more days of that, and you're feeling better, and you've noticed some detoxification process through your body. And guys, sometimes the detox process consists of headaches, it consists of gas and bloating, because these issues have to be rid from our body. So oftentimes we just need to suffer through this. But guys, milk thistle is very, very gentle if you start with just a very low dose. So just build to where you're taking all 3 capsules a day. And then for extreme sickness and disease, sometimes we can even take 3 capsules multiple times a day to rapidly aid in the detoxification of the body. Peace, love, and positive vibrations. Thank you for listening to me ramble about this divine, sacred herb. My dog thanks you too. He's right next to me. He's conked out. We played hard today at the park. The sun has been out the last 2 days, although it wasn't out much today. But we've had a blast playing in the sun. Guys, the sun provides a decrease in inflammation. It decalcifies the body, including the pineal. We need to go out and get in nature. We need to get grounded. We need to take our shoes off and get in the earth, or we need to make a grounding mat or a grounding sheet. We need to ground ourselves in the earth's healing vibration. If you'll ground yourself and then you'll juice some milk thistle seed with the fully masticating juicer, or you'll take the extract like this herb's going to work on a whole nother level, guys. And bless these things before you consume them, because that's the key to longevity. Nature provides all the healing we need. Thank you again. I really, really appreciate you. You have no idea.